Good morning, y'all. Day in the life. Here we go. First vlog on this channel. Gonna take y'all with me. Day in the life vlog, whatever you want to call it. Entering my cave. So, first things first. Wake up. 6 a.m. Throw some words in this bad boy. Right, we journal. Plan the day. Write down our thoughts. Try to get some wisdom down. Some morning wisdom down. And then I'll go ahead, take a cold shower, meditate, go on a walk, and then get right to work. Usually I'll throw some stories on my Instagram too in the meantime. But yeah, I'm excited. Right now, my main focus is number one, my coaching business, my method. Number two is bodybuilding and then my own self-development. And then, relationships mixed within there too. I'm not going to say my relationship with my mother is worth less than any of those things. We're going to head into the bathroom, eat the frog, embrace some discomfort, feel amazing after, as always. And yeah, I don't know if I'm going to be showing any ass, but I'll get the gotta love this shit, baby. Gotta love it. Woo! Come on. Ooh. Actually, let y'all see. That is the one thing that doesn't really get easier. The first one's probably the worst. The first week is probably the worst. But then it's just like something about cold showers our bodies are extremely averse to. Right? Like cold temperature isn't as bad. Like going outside in the winter, shirtless, not that hard. But getting in the water just is brutal. But it's good. I don't really do it for the health reasons. In fact, I don't do it for any health reasons at all. And I think it's probably better for bodybuilding to take a warm shower in the morning. But I do it because it's difficult. I do it because it doesn't kill you. It is, if anything, it's going to benefit you. Get an energy boost, but 95% of the reason is just because if I'm able to do this in the morning, start my day off like that when my dopamine's fresh, then the rest of my day is going to reflect that. I'm not going to choose the easy thing. I'm going to choose the hard thing, typically. And yeah, the dopamine boost is nice too. If you didn't know, you get about a 2 to 3 hour prolonged dopamine boost after a cold shower. But it's a natural one, so you don't get a spike like drinking caffeine or scrolling social media would give you. Spike, then a drop. But yeah, I'm going to go enjoy this meditation. I don't want to take up too much storage, so I'll just get probably a couple minutes of it. Woo! Alright, welcome to the bedroom. First date, already in the bedroom. I like to do more of a qigong in the morning because in the morning I don't really like to, I feel like my energy is more getting moving. At night, my energy is more still, so I like to do the mindfulness meditation in the morning. I like more my qigong, right? Qigong is energy control. That being said, I'll do what I need, right? I'll take a deep breath, look within for a second, see what's going on in there, and then from there I'll usually So I'll take an inhale, bring the energy down the front of the body. I'll hit the third eye, I'll hit the solar plexus, I'll hit the perineum, the area between the ass and the balls. I'll take an exhale and drag it up the spine. I'll hit right between my shoulder blades, the J pillow, the part where your spine meets the skull, and back over the head down this way. It feels really good, guys. A lot of our day we have certain energy we don't want, certain energy not flowing, which makes us anxious or depressed or just thoughts all over the place. So just grounding your energy in your orbit, making sure it's flowing. Like flow state is when your energy is flowing. So it's basically an instant way to get into flow state. Take a deep breath. Alright, I'm gonna enjoy my meditation. See y'all afterwards. So this is where I live. It's a campground. There's about 100 some houses here. Gotta talk quiet. People are still sleeping, but There's about 100 some houses here. It's like the oldest religious gathering place in the US. I think it was opened sometime in the 1800s, but most of these are abandoned. There are about probably 20 people that live here. Since my dad lives here, I had a special inn, right? And so me, my brother, and my dad, we all have our own cottages here, and they're nice. Air conditioning works, heater works, water works. My interior is really nice, so I'm happy about that. And it's everything I need and would ask for, and the price is very reasonable as well. So super stoked about that. But yeah, I absolutely love going on a walk in the morning for a couple reasons. One, just feels amazing. Get your mind clear. As far as physiological benefits, sunlight in the eyes is a necessity, guys. Like, in the morning, within the first hour, you should try to get some sunlight. Sun, air, and water are our three most important resources. Food is right after it. I don't know, is sun more important than food? I don't know. It depends how you look at it. Anyways, yeah, as far as choosing my morning routine, I've had a lot of different morning routines over the years. I was like, the past 2 out of the last 3 months, I was doing wake up and just go right to my desk, right to a deep work session. And in the beginning, I found that to be, I liked it. It was a change up. It worked well, but pretty quickly I found myself not feeling that focused in the morning, not feeling like my brain still needed to wake up. Recently switched back to my old morning routine, which is this. And over the past 3 years, I've always changed it up a little bit. As far as choosing a morning routine goes, I've always liked to do something that's difficult, something that's uncomfortable, something that's physical that can also kind of be uncomfortable, and then some form of reflection, right? You need all three of those. And in addition, you want to get outside. So for example, I was doing in the past, I would do an air bike right in the morning. I had in my room when I was doing MMA. And I would do the air bike. I'd jump in an ice bath outside. That's like 10 out of 10 extreme uncomfortable. But then I do a meditation, right? Physical, uncomfortable, reflection. And I'd get outside in the ice bath, so that'd be my sunshine. But it's not hard. Any morning routine you pick with those three things should take anywhere from 10 to 30 minutes, generally. So the ROI is the rest of the day you feel amazing. So we'll finish this walk. If I got any wisdom for you guys by the time I'm back, check back in. I'm gonna look like a hermit right now, but holy shit, some crazy fucking mushrooms. What the hell? Damn, those are insane. Oh my god. Mushrooms are so interesting to me. Like, there's so many that grow over in the campground that I live in, like out of the ground. Some massive ones, some tiny ones, but there's like 1,000 of them right next to each other. The thing about mushrooms, I think they're more biologically similar to us than plants, whatever that means, right? But I enjoy mushrooms, whatever kind you're thinking of. But in their time and place, they got to be used very wisely. Not just like, I don't just want to sit in the woods and take mushrooms all day, but they do give you access to certain states of consciousness. At the same time, if you try to use them to fill a certain void or use them as a shortcut, not necessarily a shortcut because they can be a shortcut, but if you're not working on yourself and you're just using them all the time trying to be spiritually enlightened, I don't think that's the best route. I think that you'll usually know when it's a good time to go on a little journey. It's been a while for me. It's been like a little over, probably like 6 months. But yeah, they're definitely an interesting species for sure. So this is what I do my walk. It's a little path. It's kind of nice. It's like, this is not the main path. It's like off the beaten path a little bit, but it's filled with chi in the air. So much fresh energy. I love this. Winter's coming up. I hate winter, but are coming, or maybe Joey's going abroad. Who knows? We'll see. We will see. All right, morning routine basically complete. Last thing is I'll just make my first meal of the day. So I have a bodybuilding coach right now, thank the Lord, right? Bodybuilding prep is a lot more complicated than I thought it was, including posing. My first meal right now today is going to be a low day. 100 grams of blueberries. Beautiful, on the dot. We got 2 scoops of protein powder, which I will pop right in my coffee actually. Vegan, by the way, so no way. Pea protein, brown rice protein, mung bean protein, chia seed protein, rosemary extract, sea salt, xanthan gum, guar gum. That's it. Not too bad. Of course, you don't like those extra additives at the end, but same time, it's not a big deal. Now, stir this bad boy up. Coffee protein milkshake, baby. All right, let's enter. Oh my God, I was upright. It's all right. You guys will still watch. Ooh, beautiful. So 2 hours into my deep work session, taking a little break, gonna get some movement, do some push-ups before I record. And this is gonna be a banger, boys. This is gonna be a banger. So it's gonna be dropping either right before or right after this this vlog. It should be out before, honestly. And it's gonna be breaking down the 14 habits and practices that got me to where I am today, that got me the transformation I had. And I'll break them down for you right now. Now, I'm not gonna break them down in detail because that'll be a 30, 44 hour video we have on our channel if I really break it down. But it's gonna be the gym, right? We got MMA, we got simple habits, cold showers, journaling, mindfulness meditation, and then we got Qigong, we got reading, absorbing information, understanding female human nature and the female mind, including seduction, dating, hypergamy, penis enlargement. I can't talk too loud in this Methodist campground. You have stamina in bed, both massively important. Let me think, what else do I got on there? Semen retention, embracing discomfort, that's a practice, seeking pain, and then you have a Google Calendar, planning the day and getting this shit done. And so if you guys want to see how I rank them, go watch that video. Extremely excited to record it. This one's gonna be fun. I like the tier system idea. It's kind of fun for me too, because as I was getting this prepared, I was thinking like, where do I rank these things? So check that out. Otherwise, gonna rip out some push-ups, go get after it, and then hit a leg day. Little different angle as you can see, but pre-workout meal time. So we got my main source of protein for bodybuilding prep right now is going to be Vital Wheat Gluten, right? This is, let me just show you guys these macros a little bit. There's a reason this has not been shown to you. This is a reason this is kept secret in health communities and bodybuilding communities, because it has 23 grams of protein, 120 calories, and it's cheap and it's easy to make, and you don't have to kill animals to eat it. But the animal industry makes people a lot of money, whether it's healthcare or the just animal ag industry, right? So we decided to feed our crops and funnel it through innocent sentient creatures instead. Now, and then all I need is just a little bit of, I like nutritional yeast flakes, also just pure protein, 333% of your daily B12. Too bad vegans can't get B12. What are we gonna do? I guess we just gotta kill animals. All right, where we go. So, boom, just like that. Throw a little bit of water in there. And you could season this however you guys want. I just think it tastes so good by itself that I don't season it at all, really. I add some sausage afterwards. But you could also choose the consistency you want it, how cooked you want it to be. By the way, I don't know if I made it clear that I am vegan. I am a vegan bodybuilder. Can you tell? Can you tell? Meal 2. First real meal, first actual meal with real calories and carbs. But about to slam this. Look how good that looks. We got rice, hummus, little avo, a wheat gluten. This has got about 55 grams of protein, about 70 grams of carbs, 10 grams of fat, if I'm correct, if I'm remembering correctly. But I like to eat my meals outside, and that way I just relax away from work, enjoy my meal, get some sunlight. Here's the thing is, don't do anything, because do what you want. Don't do anything she wants you to do. You are your own individual entrepreneur here, right?
The gym is literally just the place where you conduct business. It's like you almost don't even work for them. You just pay them your dues by giving them 80% of the sales.
And if it was me today, and even tomorrow, tomorrow I have open mat. After my 2 clients, I want to get home as quickly as possible so I can fucking get on this job search and do as much time as I can to get a job outside of this. Because I fucking hate it here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, for me, the most valuable use of my time is getting home, getting on the job search, doing as much as I can, not being a lazy fuck. Rather than spending $15 at a place that I'm already about to leave, getting $15, getting no for something that I don't even care about.
Yeah, well, first of all, every no makes you stronger, so that's not the problem. The problem is your time. And so that what you just told me there means that you shouldn't go tomorrow. It means that you should tell her that you can't go tomorrow and then go do your job search based on what you just told me there. But think about how much more headstrong you are now versus when you were at Grey Wolf Lodge. Imagine if you put Grey Wolf Lodge version of you in this exact situation right now, you would crumble.
Yeah, you fucking pussy.
And so even though I know things feel tough right now, have perspective about how much this has made you grow as an individual. Right?
It's fucking hard.
It's hard, bro. It's just hard.
But you understand what I'm saying though? I'm not fucking crazy for saying that I have things especially in my situation. I'm trying to leave.
Bro, 100% you're not crazy. 100% you're not crazy.
Bro,
you said it yourself. All they're focused on is sales, and so anytime they don't get you to do what they want you to do, she's gonna, and it's worked so far. She's gonna try to make you feel like shit about something, so she gets you in her frame.
I'm not gonna lie, she got to me today, bro. She got me.
It's alright, bro. What did I say about the relationship between you and the gym? What's the gym? What does the gym? Do you need the gym really right now?
No, they need me.
Okay, and so what happens if you say no? I cannot do that assessment. Nothing. Period. Nothing. Right? And so you see how this is how you've been slowly letting them push you around. It's just by, oh, it's fine. Oh, just this one assessment. Oh, just this. Oh, XYZ. When in reality, it's on your time. It's not on their time. It's on you and your client's time. Right? That it's your choice how you want to run your business within that gym. Right? And see, this is the thing. They will pay you the minimum possible amounts that will still keep you there, right? They would pay you double right now, but you're staying there with this, right? And so every time they push you around, they get more control of you, right? Once I started becoming independent, not really giving a fuck about the gym, I was giving my clients a good result, but not the gym. And they realized that he was like, oh, he might leave. They started giving me bonuses and more pay. And then eventually he was like, what if we doubled your pay? And I was like, I'm out of here, bro. I'm out of here. So you got it, bro. You have to, this is practice, but you have to be confident. You have to be confident in your interactions.
Yes. So I just got to stay on my ground, and I'm going to stick to, what we just said. I'm not going to stay there for longer than my clients, and I'm going to tell them that straight up. If they have a problem with that, fuck them.
Facts.
Straight up.
Facts, brother. We're very aware that she does not have good intentions, and so what's our number one motive? What's our number one goal right now?
Get a fucking job.
Get a job.
I'm gonna make a fucking video.
Facts. Make a video right now.
I have my mic and tripod. So.
Let's go. Passion, brother. Passion.
Alright, bro. Oh, shit. Yo, check out that last. Okay, I'm gonna send it to you, bro. Check out this video I just posted, bro, on YouTube. You're gonna love this, bro.
Solid video.
So good, bro. I was crying for the whole 10 minutes.
Holy shit, Tom.
Yeah, so, alright, bro. I appreciate it.
Yeah, send it over.
Alright, bro.
Alright.
I got a good head on my shoulders right now.
Beautiful, bro. Yeah, good. I'm glad we figured out what we needed, got the path. Now it's time to execute.
Alright, bro. I'll be in touch.
Alright, love. See you. So that's my brother Tom. He just started a personal training job, right? I knew him in high school. We were boys. We kind of fell off for 3 years. Saw him getting back in the grind. Brought him to MMA with me. Absolutely was crushing that. going to the gym as well, and I realized that he also could use the other pillars. So he's been doing all 4 pillars for about 3 months now. And part of the thing with Tom has such a drive to be the best. He's one of the most strongest desires to be successful out of everyone I know. And with him, he was working at Great Wolf Lodge, not making a lot of money, and he loves fitness. He loves making content. He loves helping people. So I said, brother, personal training would be a great job for you. Not for the money, because it's not good money in personal training, but for the experience. And so I've been helping him along his journey with that for the past 2 months now, and it's been brutal. The fitness industry, especially the corporate personal training industry generally, is one of the most greedy, scummy industries based on the way it treats its employees and the way it treats its clients, right? In the sense of, it will take whatever money it can squeeze out from the client and the trainer, right? It will pay you the bare minimum it could possibly pay you. And then at the same time, the general managers, the personal training directors tend to be assholes too. I don't know why, it just draws that certain crowd. There's probably some that aren't. I was PTM for a little bit, quickly got out of there because instead of working for the clients as a PTM, I was working for the gym, right? My goal was to make the gym money, which they were damn near scamming the clients. So yeah, be woeful when choosing a personal training gym. Look at reviews and ask other people who've gone through the same process. But that being said, it's been such a transformative journey for him there because he's just grown so much. His sales, communication, embracing discomfort, right? Not giving a fuck what anyone else thinks, pulling people off the floor to do training and learning how to coach people. And so he's, if I post that clip on the call of him being like, us talking about how much growth he had, I'll probably post that. That's a good way to reframe. Anytime you're in a difficult situation, it's usually because you're in a situation of growth. So keep that in mind, but stay tuned for his journey. Follow him at Thomas Tui on YouTube and Instagram. Great guy. Absolutely inspiration. And he's gonna do great things one day, right? We're just chopping away the next task each day. But yeah, he's looking for a new job now too because he got what he needed out of that job and the paychecks were trash. Off to Frisbee and some gym. Just got a call from my dad and my girl. Gotta get to the gym though. So we got our Gorilla Mode Nitric pre-workout. It's got no caffeine in it. I don't really like caffeine, or I do like caffeine before a workout, but I try to use my caffeine during mental work. I do not feel like I need extra mental energy during the gym. The gym, I just lock in, headphones on, and go at it, right? So I don't waste my caffeine during the gym. Back in the day when I needed the extra energy, the extra mental energy to push myself, I did. But this has just got magnesium, B12, L-citrulline, great for pumps, a little bit of creatine, beta anhydrous, glycerol, malic acid, and some special Gorilla Mode pump juice. So gives you a better workout in the sense of it's more enjoyable. You get more of a pump. And I don't waste my caffeine tolerance. And then intra workout, I'll have EAAs and creatine. Boom. And because I'm on a cut right now, I'm not having this super carb. What this is basically dextrose, and dextrose is like carbs in its purest form, so your body has to do no work to turn it into glucose. It's just immediate glucose energy in the gym, which I like for intra workout. But my bodybuilding coach doesn't want me using it right now for the cut. Oh well, I'm cool with that. Anyways, let's get after it. All right, we made it, finally. So, hitting squats right now, and I just switched gym. I was at Planet Fitness, and they kicked me out. They didn't kick me out for good. They kicked me out for one session because I was too loud. I was grunting too loud, hitting a squat PR. And then they also told me I couldn't record, and I was recording. So I was like, you know what? That's my sign. Anyways, honestly, a little lower energy than I would like to be right now. I had a really solid morning, really high energy morning. And usually, life is like pendulums. The higher energy you are, at one point, you're going to have the dip. But this is where it's built. This is where the grit's built, right? So you don't wish for it to get better. You just make the most out of it, right? And then it does get better. So I'm going to throw 3 plates on here. I don't like the Smith machine. it's like, you know, when Smith machines just feel like butter, and sometimes they feel like there's glue in the middle of them resisting it. It feels like there's glue in the middle of it. Regardless, we're still going to pump out 3 plates. Last time, I believe I got either 11 or 12. But that was a much smoother Smith machine. So I would honestly, I don't know. I'm going to say shoot at least 10, which is going to be a fight. All right, not worried about getting kicked out. I can actually brace my core and grunt. Whew. Actually, let me get some of these bad boys on there. All right, if we add some more weight, I'll throw on the belt, but I don't usually need a belt at 3 plates. All right, here we go. Oh, got it done. Got it done, PR. What do you know? All that bitching and complaining. For what? Should we go up? Yeah, we will. I like the Smith. The Smith it allows me to just go straight push. As far as athletics, I would say barbell squat is going to build your posterior chain a lot better from keeping it stable, not going forward, right? Smith kind of does it for you, but I'd say directly targets the quads a lot better than the barbell. Hack squat, scientifically, hack squat's solid, but I don't like it. It doesn't hit I don't feel like I get as good tension on there, and my knees feel like they're taking a lot of the pressure. But at the same time, a big aspect is do what you enjoy. Do what feels good for you. Whew. If you look at a man and they have big legs, that's the indicator of a man with discipline. Like, I'll look at someone if they have a good physique, okay, right? They ate the right foods, discipline. But if their legs are disproportionate to their upper body, subconsciously or consciously, however much you think about it, you know that they bitch out when it gets hard. They bitch out. And that's brutal. Now, if you see someone with massive legs, you're automatically like, holy shit, he's a dog. Right? So get used to him. There's worse things. There's not many better things than legs, but there's worse things. Whew. All right. As far as rest goes, I don't time myself. I like to say, when my heartbeat feel like comes back to resting, close to resting, I'm good. But that's for compound lifts. For like leg extensions or hamstring curls, for example, I'll give 2 minutes to a minute between there. Should be able to get it for 6 at least. Ooh, I'm burnt from last set. Oh, wasn't supposed to be a 3-rep max day. Holy shit. I went into it too quick. My nervous system was so cooked from last round. Oh well, happens. Character building. If this one's clean, we'll hit 3 plates. I'll wear a belt on that one. Cardio is one of them exercises that if you don't have the right form, it's not an RDL, but it's simple. Two of the biggest mistakes I see as a personal trainer and online coach, right? So the most common mistakes is people either think don't bend your knees at all, or when you feel the stretch, start bending your knees. With your knees, you want to have just a relaxed posture, right? Then you shouldn't have to worry about your knees because that's not where the movement is happening. That's not where you're pushing from. All you do, first things first, butt back, push this way first. Before you go down like this, push your butt back first, chest up, and then just RDL it, right? I'm gonna go a little lighter this time, so I'll be able to talk. I'll walk y'all through it. My biggest mistake is I was keeping everything correct, but I would come forward first instead of back, and then let everything else come in place. So essentially, the movement is this, right? Heels planted, feet planted. First things first, butt back. And see what I mean by I'm not keeping my legs straight, but I'm also not coming like this. Butt back, knees should bend naturally. Keep that chest up, back straight, all the way down until you feel a full stretch here. If you don't feel a full stretch, that means you're bending your legs too much, right? Or you're not going down low enough. You should get to a point where it feels like the rubber band is fully stretched, core engaged, push with those glutes, hamstrings and hips, and come up like this, right? That should cover it all. Now there's probably some nuances that are still gonna need to be fixed, and it just comes with time, right? You know you're doing it right if you're feeling the full stretch in the hamstrings, and by the end of the exercise, you're cooked, right? Butt back, explode up.
Back to the crib, later than I thought. I'm an hour and a half behind. I only got an hour until my call, so I'm about to have to prepare. I'm gonna cook some food. On the way home though, I made some stories on, it ended up just being a thought and it turned into like an 8-story post. You guys don't follow me there, go follow me there. But I was driving my car, and recently I've been thinking a lot about the voice in my head. I'm insane. I have voices in my head, and so do you. You're also insane. It's the ego, right? The ego. If you just listen, you have arguments going on in your mind. This part of you telling you this thing, this part of you telling you this thing, right? Your desires, your want, what you think about yourself, what you think about that person. That's our ego. And I looked next to me, and I saw an overweight woman with just a look on her face like she was disgusted with everything, right? Just like the world wronged me type of face. And I may be judging. She may be just lost a family member. I don't know, right? I mean, I may be completely wrong, but it just reminded me of the victim mindset, right? The victim mindset. And what the victim mindset does is that voice gives itself every single reason why it can't get a good life. Why all of their problems are someone else's fault, and instead of taking accountability for them, they find comfort in telling themselves it's not their fault, there's nothing they could do, and so they seek comfort. That's why a lot of them are fat and addicted to drugs, right? Victim mindset is because instead of seeking to fix it, they tell themselves it's someone else's fault, no accountability, and go to that, right? Now, we have to be careful about the words we tell ourselves. Now, I'm not a huge affirmation guy. What I do really like is making sure that no negative false thoughts, emptying them out of the brain, like a filter. A negative thought, I don't need it, right? But I'm not a big proponent of telling myself things that like aren't necessarily true. I think confidence comes from actions. So as far as filtering out the thoughts though, we have to realize two things about the ego. Number one, the ego wants comfort. The ego wants to be very, very comfortable in all ways, and it will always seek it. Now, you have to make sure
that it is more painful to not achieve your goal for your ego than waking up early in the morning or doing the habits that needs to be done, right? Because if your why is not important enough to your ego, to yourself, right, to your identity, then it will always seek the easiest route, which is sometimes hitting the snooze, right? But if it hurts so bad to not have the success you want, your ego will be like, oh, I can't bear that pain. I need to wake up. I need to do the things that need to be done to get the success. So number one, it wants comfort, and you must make sure the pain of not achieving your goals is stronger than the pain of the actions needed to be taken to achieve your goals. Number two, it wants separation. Now, what do I mean by separation? Well, the ego is pretty much the identity. Interchangeable, same thing, right? And identity can only exist if I am me and you are you and God is God, right? In order to have an identity, we literally have to be separated from God. There's no other way. How can we be one with God if we're separate, right? If I'm me, if I have an identity. And so the whole basis of spirituality is the fact that we all have Christ consciousness within us, right? The soul, the source, and that we also have ego and the flesh. And I like to see the flesh as a vessel. Imagine an empty vessel, right? An empty vessel, and it's filled with Christ consciousness and ego. Now, say it's, for most people, it's about 10% Christ consciousness and 90% ego. The less ego you have, the more self-awareness you have, the more gnosis, spiritual knowledge you have, the more space opens up for the Christ consciousness. Now, the ideal thing, right, the non-thinking brain, that's why stillness and silence is like the ultimate form of enlightenment, is because when there is no ego, when there is no mind talking, the soul has unlimited room to exist, to be pure energy, to be pure selflessness. Now, no one is 100% in that state ever, right? It's kind of like this. You could reach that state through deep meditation or psychedelics at the end of the day, right? Those are like the two ways you can really experience that state, but then you get plopped back into ego land. Now, the goal is to enslave the ego again to your selfless desires. So ask yourself, what is that part within me, that selfless part within me, that part within me that wants fulfillment instead of materialistic pleasure? What does it want? Now, let me make sure my ego wants that thing as well. For example, I tell myself, even though like all the material things sound nice to me, like you know, I have a woman, but obviously like a Dan Bilzerian lifestyle sounds nice to my ego. Oh, that sounds amazing, right? But deep down, my soul knows, just like him, he got that and it wasn't fulfilling, and so it wouldn't be. Now, telling yourself that over and over to serve the soul, serve the soul, serve the soul. But you need to be aware of it. You need to be aware that you have Christ consciousness within you and you need to serve that. That's why I love meditation, qigong, getting out in nature, having some fucking quiet time, because you can hear the soul speak a lot louder, right? And as far as my religious beliefs go, I think that every single person should be seeking to know God, whatever religion that leads you to, but should always be questioning, always be learning more, always seeking, and whatever revelation God leads you to, should act on it, right? Whatever revelation that is. And when you stop seeking and you get spiritually comfortable, meaning you say, okay, I'm just gonna believe something because that's all because that's comfortable, that's all I need to do. I'm not gonna keep searching for knowledge. I'm not gonna keep experiencing knowledge. I'm not gonna keep doing actions that lead me closer to God, is when you hit the halt on your spiritual growth, right? And now whether that's Islam, whether that's Christianity, whether that's Gnosticism, whether that's Buddhism, whether that's nihilism, right? If you search deeply and your soul leads you to that, whatever God there is out there, if you look long enough, if you search hard enough within, you will find him or her or it, right? I don't imagine that there's a world where searching less for the truth leads you further away from the truth, right? So always be searching, brothers. Make sure internal talk is good. Little rant for you guys. Thought since my Instagram got it, you guys deserve it too. Because you guys actually come to learn. You're on YouTube instead of brain rot Instagram. Anyways, gonna have my meal. Gotta get on these calls, prepare for them. I'll probably record those. All right, so about to hop on the call with the fellas. I got two guys right now, or I got two guys, who are roommates, right? I met the one kid, and he asked if he could do the journey with his homie, and I said yes, and I've really been liking it because they push each other. They push each other a lot. So just sent them over the link. They should be joining anytime now. Check-ins were great. One guy's at a 9 out of 10 confidence. The other one's at a 10 out of 10. Both coming from about a 7. But yeah, main thing, both weight gain is a huge thing for both of them. Brothers! Can you hear me? Can you hear me, fellas?
Yes, sir.
Yeah!
We locked in, bro. I've been doing a new morning routine. It's only happened like twice, but I'm most fun with it unless I have work or flight in the morning.
Honestly, I feel like I waste like a solid like hour or 2 a day. I don't know, bro.
On what?
With the napping, and then like FaceTime.
Josh, you 10 out of 10 this week, huh, boy?
Always, bro.
Feeling good, huh?
Yeah, bro. Confidence is at a max right now.
All-time high?
I mean, I got confidence on looks. I got confidence on a fragrance. Morning routine is nice. Like, I like waking up in the day locked in, bro. Shabby driving around. Blast my music. I'm confident as shit. Anyone can look at me. I don't give a fuck.
Facts,
I'm
bro.
me.
Facts.
Y'all do you. I
Facts.
mean, I'm not gonna lie. I feel out of place now walking around at Walmart. Like, go grabbing groceries.
Bro, Walmart's a great equalizer, brother. First time I really got on like self-development and I was like feeling amazing. My thoughts were great. I was getting great attraction from women. I felt really good, and then I just had like a period, like one event happened, like I got in a fight, and then pretty quickly like my ego had such a high like level of like status for itself. So I'm the best, and then when things started to go haywire, it kind of crumbled down. So make sure you are like, keep the confidence, but make sure you are aware that there's gonna be ups and downs, right? There's gonna be weeks where it might be maybe a 9. There's gonna be weeks where you feel unaligned, right? And so just be aware of that. They're always gonna come. But the best thing you could do is just in this time not get complacent and just keep doing what you're doing, right?
Yes, sir.
So
Yes, sir.
proud of you on that. Josh, how was your the Dantian? What do you think about that?
Low-key fire so far.
You've been feeling the chi?
Yeah, that was actually my main point in you're like, what progress have you made in the meditation so far? It's like I'm actually like feeling and somewhat controlling the chi.
Yeah.
It's been helping.
Good. Okay, so I'm gonna give you the full microcosmic this week. It's time. It is time. So I'm gonna sign that. Bilski, how was you're on body scans, I believe?
No, I started doing that more and more, and like obviously the mornings that I do it, it's just like it starts the day off with that win and like helps me stay on top of my stuff.
Okay,
That's what it's
Bilski.
all about.
Yeah, it started setting the tone, brother. Setting the tone. All right.
I think we both need to probably like be able to, and maybe it's not a problem for me, but I need to be able to like, I like the meditation, I'm feeling chi and whatnot, and I'm kind of like locked in with that, and then be able to in other parts of the day, whether it be stressful or like you get horny or something like that, be able to like transfer that to like something else.
So
I feel like I need to practice more like actual like
I've kind of done that. Like, in
day-to-day
the
action.
gym.
so
in the gym, I actually like my headphones paused for like 1 second, and I felt I really hurt myself for the first time. I like every single rep, I was like you hear me, every single rep, I'm like breathing in a ton and I breathe out, like
beautiful.
I don't focus on I'm not like when I'm doing bicep curls, I'm not like, all right, I'm using my chi here to focus on my biceps. I'm literally just like focused in on my lift.
What I want you to do is anytime you're overthinking, anytime you have anger, anytime you have lust, any emotion that is undesirable, take that energy, because that's energy in the body. You feel it. It's not when you're angry, you're not thinking about how you're angry. You feel angry, and then it reflects your thoughts, right? So take that and literally just breathe it through the body, right? You'll understand this more with the full microcosmic. Bilski, So you're gonna do long holds and then short holds. Just do long holds tonight and then short holds tomorrow, and then do that for the rest of the week, and then we'll move you on to the Dantian. If you need a reminder, go ahead and watch the Power Presence, or just look at the Power Presence watch order document on your thing. But it just goes awakening, connection, flow.
Yes, sir.
All right.
And also, a question I had. So, like, let's say, like 5 days, 6 days out of the week, I do that. Like, I wake up at 6 a.m. I get my sleep schedule nice and everything, right? And it's like, all right, we're gonna go out, we're gonna like stay up late or something like that, or like watch a movie. I don't know. And then you go to this.
Yeah. So once a week, I sleep in. Right. Once a week, I sleep in. You can get like 10 hours. You can get 8 hours if you went to sleep later. That's fine. And then just as long as you don't go to bed late the next day, you're fine.
Okay.
Right. And so once a week, don't worry about it. Here's the best thing you could always do, brothers, is know what you're doing before you do it. Plan to do it. Or else if you get off the streak of being like, oh, I was planning to do this and I didn't do it. Okay, now I plan all these other things, but since I already lost, because you continue to do that, and that's when you get in the downward spiral. Right?
Yeah.
Kind of like how Bilski is right now with his habits, but he's gonna get back on that shit.
Yes, sir.
Right?
I'll keep him on his shit.
And it's there's like you get seven out of 7 sometimes, and how can you go from 7 to 1? How would it make more sense to be like, oh, I went from 7 to like 6 or 5 some days? No, it's because it's all compound, right? It's all compound effect. And so just make the commitment now. We'll see you're getting back on it, and that's what self-development is too. A week where you're like, oh, I woke up late today, wasn't able to do my habits. Now I went to bed late, and the next morning now I had to sleep in again, right? Until you're like, okay, tomorrow let me make sure I get back on track.
Yes, sir.
Right.
Yeah,
All right, brothers. All right, boys.
Appreciate you, bro.
Yes, sir. Hit me if you need me. Until next week. Get it. 7 out of 7 from both of y'all. Come on. See ya. Just got a new delivery. Went to go see my brother. I have things shipped to his house because they're right by the gate, but going to see Pops now. I'll get Pops on the vlog. I haven't had many guests on the vlog today. Papa! Softbox lighting. For YouTube videos, for my whiteboard videos. Lighting. Remember you used to have those. Doing a vlog today.
Is that for your house?
Yeah. So what's up?
I would have just kept this food for you if I knew you were about to show up.
It's alright, I can't eat that. I have a specific diet. It's funny, I made a story about how trash those bars are.
Which one?
The cookies. Got 22 grams of sugar. 16 grams of protein, but 22 grams of sugar.
The Mike and Ike.
Yeah, I mean it's like it's a dessert, but they brand it as a health food because 16 grams of protein on there.
Vegan.
Well, vegan doesn't inherently mean healthy.
But I mean, I'm just saying, it's vegan. Just like in between or before you work out, after you work out.
If anything, before because you'll burn the sugar.
Yeah.
But afterwards, you don't want the insulin spike.
See my new skates right there?
Dang.
1,200.
1,200? Dang. You have anything? Any of your 60-some years of wisdom you want to tell my vlog?
In what context?
I don't know. Just something the world needs to hear.
Well, the world needs to hear. I don't know about that, but I got new skates, and I play hockey. I try to play 7 days a week. That's my silver lining.
61s, right?
62.
62. Look at that guy.
Hockey 7 days, God willing.
I hope I look.
Play with ex-professionals and current professionals.
I hope I look that good by the time I'm your age.
You look a lot better than me when I was your age.
I mean, I got good odds based on my genetics, but.
See that horrendous photo
Of who?
of me
Yeah.
when I was your age, man?
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna finish up some more work. Got a root beer in my pocket, and then going to sleep. All right, brothers. Welcome to my cave. I got only an hour left to edit. I need to be getting in bed on time, especially with this bodybuilding competition. I can't be sacrificing sleep, right? If I don't get everything done, just gotta wake up early, get it done tomorrow. But I got some devices here. Now, if you did not watch my channel already, you would not know that I coach penis enlargement as well as do it because it's an insanely beneficial habit, right? Easiest way to boost a point of confidence, especially if you're not already a 10 out of 10 confidence in that area, which is 99% of men. And all you do is you have this device before you do manuals for between a week to a month, but you have this device, attach this to yourself, and then you attach the thing attached to yourself. Here, you just place it right here and sit here and do your work, right? If more people knew about this, more people would do this and go to the gym because you don't have to do anything. You could be watching TV right now. You could be doing anything, scrolling. Takes no effort. Now this is called the pump, right? All I do, put it on, boop, boop, boop. Go to about 5 to 10 PSI for a couple rounds of 5 to 10 minutes, and I'm good. All I have to do is do this 2 to 3 times a week. In the beginning, I was more consistent with it because I was insecure about my size, but once I got my security, I gained about 1.2 in a little over a year and a half, and 0.6 in girth, 1.2 in length, 0.6 in girth in a year and a half. And at that point, I was fully confident with my size. It was something I'm proud of instead of something I was being insecure about. Don't even compare myself to anyone else anymore because I am fully confident with myself. Now, it's not hard, right? It's simple. My brother is more of an expert on it than me. I know everything that needs to be known as far as getting myself results, getting my guys results, but my brother literally just made a 150-page guide on penis enlargement, right? Insanely literate, insanely valuable, and he's going to be making some videos on that coming up here soon. He's finishing up one more client resource at the moment, and then he's going to be up on the channel. But yeah, I'll do that, finish up some editing for another hour. This was a very just me video. There wasn't a lot of guests in it. There wasn't a lot of socializing, but that's all right. This is what most of my days look like anyways. I will do a vlog with my girlfriend one time, just so you guys can see what I do for fun. Anyways, love, bros. See you soon. Edit this, as you can see, I'm a different person now. I have different hair. It's been a couple days. I realized the outro got cut off, but I want to say thank you guys for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already. My main goal is to give you guys as much value as possible, help you along the same journey I was and still am on, which is becoming the greatest version of myself. If you want a brother alongside your journey, in this journey of self-development, I will get you there. There are a lot of things that are not mainstream that could really transform your life. My journey didn't really start until I figured out these things. So go ahead and watch the Evolve Method Masterclass to learn more. And then if you're even more serious, book a call with me. See how the Evolve Method could really help you. And if it's a good fit, we'll get started on our journey, brother. With that being said, until next time, love you, boys.